CLB.
What up, world? Your boy Challz Brown back again with another Talking Facts. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to get notified on the upcoming episodes. All right, man, your boy T.I. has clapped back at Godfrey. Y'all know Godfrey, the stand-up comedian. Mad funny. He used to be on Vlad TV all the time, and now he has a podcast with Lord Jamar and my girl. What's my girl's name? I can't remember her name right now. I'm bugging out. I'll think of her name in a minute. But he's doing a podcast with them. The Yada Da Mean podcast with Lord Jamar. And I can't remember my girl's name. But anyway, very funny guy. Very funny guy. I watch a lot of comedy. I think I may have seen Godfrey do a full stand-up probably one time. I think it was one time. And he almost took me out because I watch a lot of stand-up. I'm talking about I watch more stand-up than I watch regular shows. I watch more stand-up than I listen to hip-hop. I watch more stand-up than I listen to music, podcast, anything else. I watch more stand-up, right? You got a comedian, I probably seen it, right? I dig deep in the annals. I go deep into it. I go into the whack channels because Netflix get all the good stand-up, I'm going to be honest with you. Amazon is putting stand-up out there too, but they're getting a lot of low-level, B-level stuff, Gary Owen, and just a lot of B and C level, a lot of B and C level stuff. And it'd be okay, but it's not really that good. And so mostly you're going to get your good comedy off of Netflix. Netflix is taking the good stuff and they running with it. Comedy Central puts some good stand-up. I even listen to stand-up on Sirius XM radio. They got a couple stand-up channels. So, and I go to stand-up shows. I just went to see Sebastian Maniscalco and who else I see? I saw Dave. I can't remember where I saw Dave at. And then it was went to see Cat Williams. So I'm out there. You know what I'm saying? Stand-up is my thing. I'm a stand-up freak. I even have my own hour of stand-up material that I'm going to be unleashing at some point soon. But I say all that to say, Godfrey had a show, I believe, in Atlanta, and T.I. was a special guest. I don't know if the club put T.I. on or if Godfrey invited T.I. But at the end of the day, Godfrey was the headliner. And Godfrey was supposed to go last. But for some reason, it's T.I.'s town. They put T.I., who is not a stand-up comedian, on to do stand-up comedy after Godfrey, right? Which is a slap in the face to any real comedian that is a headliner for someone to come in after you went on. They don't do that. So if people ask Godfrey on the next podcast he was on, did you stand up? Did you stay and watch T.I. perform? And Godfrey pretty much in no uncertain terms like, no, I didn't watch it. I'm not going to watch a guy that's not a comedian go up and use, I'm not going to say nepotism, but he used his influence in that town to go up after me, but I'm the headliner. So it makes me look like, you know, I'm under him in some kind of way when he don't know how to do stand-up and he's just practicing, right? He basically was calling T.I., and I don't like to use call out because he wasn't calling out. A dude asked him an opinion, he gave it to him. He didn't say, yo, T.I., I'm after you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think he was trying to diss T.I., but he felt the way. And these comedians, they different. They emotional, bro. Like, you think rappers emotional? A rapper got to control his emotion, right? A rapper got to try to be tough and have that persona. Comedians don't. They're going to say what they're going to say it right then and there, boom. Because their whole life is to be real and to say things out loud and to get things out in the open. That's what they do, right? So when T.I., when he was asked about T.I., he kept it a buck. He was like, man, no, I ain't watch it. And I won't watch it. He's going through a phase thinking he could do stand-up. I'm not going to sit there and entertain it and watch it and make it seem like he's okay, is he good at it or whatever. So basically, he didn't even watch to see if he's good, bad, or indifferent because he was offended. So T.I. got wind of this, and T.I. rightfully so responded because he pretty much responds to everything. And he was like, homie, and I'm explaining why T.I., he right, but he wrong, and he right, but he wrong. I'm going to give it to you like that. He said, homie, I'm not against you. I'm not your opposition. I'm just trying to get my foot in the door and hone my craft. Like you saying, like, this is your craft. I'm just trying to do this. He said, I'm not a comedian. He said, I said that from the beginning. If you watched it, I'm not a comedian. I just came out and talked to people and said what I had to say. But he's like, I'm not trying to be a comedian. I'm not trying to be in your space. So we all need to start supporting each other. And he was like, you know how many comedians is rapping now? He said, how many comedians that got rap songs? He's right. Lil Duval got a rap song. DC Young Fly, I think he got a rap song. So a lot of comedians are making songs. I mean, rap ain't the hardest thing to do right now. It ain't the hardest thing to do these days. You get a repetitive hook and get a trap beat or a drill beat, and you could be a rapper. But he's right. He's like, how many comedians are rapping right now, right? So he's basically saying, y'all in our space, why I can't be in yours, right? And he's right. Everything he said is right. And this is one of them rare situations when both parties are 100% right, because Godfrey's right to be upset. You don't have a headline and then bring up a random guy who doesn't do what he does, who's not funnier than him, who's not better than him at his craft, and bring him up after. So then all the people are sticking around or whatever, making it like, oh, this guy, we here for this guy. When I've been doing this for 20 years. He just started doing it last week. So Godfrey's right. Godfrey is right to be upset. He ain't have to watch it. He have every right to his opinion. A lot of people would act like they saw it, even though they didn't. A lot of people would have been like, yeah, T.I., man, you know, he's doing his thing. They would have gave a lot of cliche, like, sideways answers and be like, yeah, you know, he's out. I appreciate that he's putting the effort forward and he's trying to, you know, move the culture. Like, they would have gave a lot of BS answers, but Godfrey's like, I'm not doing that. I wasn't feeling it. I'm not rocking with it. And I'm good on that. But T.I. got to understand too, right? Yeah, T.I. is right. He's not going against Godfrey, and he's not trying to be a comedian so per se, but you are on a stand-up stage. You didn't come out there and start rapping. You came out there and started telling jokes. So at that point, you became a comedian. And at the end of the day, you are infringing on these people who was doing it for $5. Right? T.I.'s like, I'm an entertainer. I'm a brand. I don't need to do this. That's right. That's why he's mad. You don't need to do it. You sitting up there in his space where he used to go, and if he didn't get the $25 they was going to give him at the end of the night, he couldn't buy food or get gas. So he did this when there wasn't no money in it. And then that stage, right? He earned that crowd. He earned that appearance to be up there and have people being like, oh, I'm going out tonight. I'm going to put on my best and I'm going to go out. They didn't come there for T.I. So he's like, I'm feeling away. He has every right. And T.I. got to understand. When you step in a man's space, that's like J. Cole jumping on that basketball court, right? I guarantee you, them dudes turned it up a notch. Every time J. Cole laced them up I guarantee you, J. Cole jumped out of that league, right? Did J. Cole make it out the preseason? I don't even think J. Cole made it out the preseason. He took the laces out, gave it up. And all respect due to J. Cole, I don't believe J. Cole got out of the league because of prior. He said he had prior obligations. What you get in the league for? You knew that prior means I already knew. Prior means I already knew. So you joined the NBA with something coming up in a month. I don't think he lasted a month out there. But what happened was he got out there. He saw these dudes' dedication to this, and they was hooping. They was calling these plays. They was doing these assignments, and it got a little too much. And he wasn't doing well. So he was like, you know what, I'm going to fall back. I'm going to let the ballers be ballers. I'm going to go out here. That's why he going so hard. I ain't never seen J. Cole go this hard in rap in his life. Never. He doing the features everywhere. He's cementing his name in rap because he did not cement his name in NBA, and it was a disaster, right? And that's what Godfrey's like, man, T.I., you gonna jump in my wheelhouse, this is my occupation. I do this for a living. If I don't tell jokes, I don't eat. You can go rap and dance and sing and do whatever, play golf. You can make money out of everything else, but you jumping in my thing, and I'm not going to just give you a pass. So Godfrey's right. And T.I.'s right. We ain't got to be enemies. So this is something that really, at the end of the day, they could have hashed this out. But Godfrey's too real of a guy. He's going to tell what he feels without any fear or repercussions. It's just, you don't like it is what it is. So I'm going to say neither one of them is wrong. Right? Now, I don't think T.I. going to be too funny. I just don't think T.I. going to be too funny. Let's just be honest with you. I don't think, by me watching all the stand-up and knowing what I know about stand-up and knowing that T.I. got a whole reputation to protect, so there's certain stuff he's not going to say. And as a comedian, you got to say everything, right? So on that note, man, I think T.I. really probably not going to even be all that funny. He probably making a lot of noise for nothing. He probably going to do a J. Cole and back out of rap anyway. Out of comedy anyway. So on that note, I'm going to get out of here. They both got a point, but I'm going to roll with Godfrey on this one, man. Godfrey, do you. Keep doing what you do. Keep your head up, bro. And make up with Vlad. Get back on there, man. You was good on there, man. You and Jamal, man. All right? Flip side, I'm going to catch y'all. CLBMG. My name is Challz Brown. Force Multipliers with the Ugly Professor. Go get that. It's on every streaming platform. Clash the Podcast with me, Dante, and Fliz every Wednesday night. Go subscribe to that channel. We getting crazy. Peace.